You're probably thinking this is just another small-town weirdness story. But let me tell you, there's something fundamentally off about Oakwood Hospital in rural New Haven. It started 6 weeks ago with a mysterious tapping sound inside its walls, echoing through sleepless nights filled with hallucinations, chronic pain management failures, and an eerie sense that things were slowly unraveling beneath the surface. And then there's the stuff that happened after they took us out. Oh, I watched the red digits on the alarm clock freeze at 3:00 a.m. A tapping sound originates from the interior of the north wall. Rhythmic, 3 taps, a 4-second pause, then 3 more. I do not investigate. My mind is numb from working 14-hour shifts for 6 consecutive days. My eyelids feel like lead plates weighing down on my eyeballs. Every time I blink, the surface of my eyes feels raw and gritty. The next night, the sound continues, but my nervous system is too depleted to move. I remain unconscious. When I roll over, I feel a damp, cool sensation against my left cheek. There's a large rat on my pillow, a 25-centimeter long rodent. Its ribcage opened with precision, exposing the gray, spongy mass of its lungs. Dark, viscous fluid has leaked from the carcass. A faint stench wafts through the air, heavy and metallic, clashing with the stale scent of yesterday's sweat. The tap-like sound stops abruptly, leaving only an oppressive silence. I try to sit up, but my joints ache like old wooden beams creaking under pressure. The mattress beneath me seems soggy and flat. The dead animal lies motionless, its glassy-eyed stare fixed on some point beyond my right shoulder. Time loses its meaning as I stare blankly ahead. Hours tick by. Maybe it's been 10 minutes since I last blinked. I lose track completely. The world around me dissolves into hazy patches of darkness, fragments of sounds blurring together. I'm vaguely aware of a low rumble building outside. The wind howls like an instrument of despair through the cracking windows, shattering something fragile inside my chest. My vision begins to clear when I hear footsteps. Heavy, deliberate steps approach from behind. Each tread echoes within the hollow space like muffled drums beating in slow cadence. My heart thrashes erratically against my rib cage. It takes all my remaining strength just to hold still, paralyzed by fear. As the unknown presence nears, I notice that my hands are slicked with fine tremors, fingers twitching uncontrollably. Whenever I tense them further, sweat trickles down between my eyebrows, lubricating my parched skin. The air thickens, each molecule carrying weightier dread than before. An unseen entity looms inches away, bringing the scent of wet earth and rotting things closer to my nostrils. I try to sit up, but my body betrays me. Muscles ache like razor blades tearing through dry leather. A burning sensation shoots through my abdomen, making me gasp for air. Vision blurs, edges softening as if smeared with grease. Each breath feels like inhaling coarse-grained sand, scraping away the fine lining of my lungs. I'm unable to speak, only managing a strained whisper. What? A faint rustling comes from the bedside table. Focus requires all my energy to concentrate on the sound. Something moves under the sheets, shuffling towards my legs. Cool air wafts around my calves, carrying with it the stench of rotting flesh. I force myself onto one elbow, peering down at the source of the disturbance. Underneath the blankets lies my own hand, or rather, an exact replica. Skin is smoother than mine ever was, almost translucent in some areas. Dark spots speckled the surface, looking like mini puddles of used motor oil scattered across pavement. I lift my gaze to meet the other's eyes, frozen in horror. They appear twisted, somehow misshapen. Not mine. Time loses all meaning, becoming fluid and pliable. Panic takes over, each heartbeat pounding harder against my chest wall. Sweat spreads rapidly across my brow, forming tiny pools that cling tightly to the edge of my ear where the bedsheet wraps. Dizziness sends me swaying forward, then jerking back upright when a cold drop lands on my tongue. Saliva from someone else's mouth, judging by its strange flavor. Darkness encroaches upon the room around us, shadows growing longer and deeper, assuming grotesque forms. Inhalations become increasingly laborious, filled with unspeakable fear. During brief intervals of clarity, reality distorts beyond comprehension. A relentless struggle between fragments remaining intact and others irretrievably lost in time. What endures? And how might shattered remnants be reassembled? A chilling sensation starts creeping up my spine, moving toward the warmth emanating from the pillow adjacent to me. In that instant, eyes snap wide in abject terror, recognizing something preposterous yet gazing straight into my face. Another visage, deathly pale, gaunt, marked by indescribable anguish. Shared desperation exists. Two fractured reflections confined within one monolithic nightmare. Momentarily, linking both captivated hearts before their combined destinies are sealed, irrevocably merging us in eternal torment. I write this account reluctantly, trying to piece together the fragmented events surrounding my life-changing ordeal at Oakwood Hospital. My name has been altered. A faint rustling comes from beside me, accompanied by the soft crackle of pages turning in a book lying open on the bedside table. Focus requires most of my energy to concentrate on the words being read aloud. You will always be mine. The speaker takes shape beside me, its eyes locked onto mine with unblinking intensity. Time loses all meaning. Moments blend together, becoming fluid. Panic seizes hold, each heartbeat pounding harder against my chest wall. Sweat spreads rapidly across my brow, forming tiny pools that cling tightly to the edge of my ear where the bedsheet wraps. Dizziness sends me swaying forward, then jerking back upright when a cold drop lands on my tongue. Saliva from someone else's mouth, judging by its strange flavor. Dark shadows encroach upon the room around us, growing longer and deeper, assuming grotesque forms. Sudden movement catches my attention, another visage materializing next to me, gaunt, deathly pale, marked by indescribable anguish. Shared desperation exists between these two fractured reflections, confined within one monolithic nightmare, momentarily linking both captivated hearts before our combined destinies are sealed, irrevocably merging us in eternal torment. My vision blurs, edges softening as if smeared with grease. Each breath feels like inhaling coarse-grained sand, scraping away the fine lining of my lungs. In that instant, understanding dawns. It isn't about survival. It never was. We're not just reflections. We're the product of some sinister experiment gone horribly wrong. Our existence hinges solely on continued suffering. With every beat of my heart, reality distorts beyond comprehension. What endures? The chilling sensation crawling up my spine moves toward the warmth emanating from the pillow adjacent to me. Eyes snap wide in abject terror, recognizing something preposterous yet gazing straight into my face. A duplicate image mirroring the horrors experienced alongside me. No more can I maintain the pretense of ignorance. This revelation shatters what remains of my grip on sanity. Darkness closes in, revealing the unmistakable sound. The taps resume. 3 taps followed by 4 seconds of silence before repeating itself. Rhythmic cadence echoes through my mind, like the relentless march towards eternity. A new voice overlays the tapping, reciting an incantation in hollow tones, creating an unearthly echo chamber within my skull. My name is now completely erased from memory, and in its place looms an abstract term, Subject 12. This marks the last moment of clarity for me, or whoever stands here right now, a poignant reminder. There is no escape from an endless labyrinth, crafted from human subjects, twisted medical experimentation, and desperate attempts at necromancy. Here is a possible closing narration for the horror video. 87-word narrative. The experience you've witnessed leaves behind a lingering sense of unease, refusing to dissipate like mist and sunlight. You may try to shake off the feeling, but it clings to your skin, making you question what lies just out of sight. The unknown presence continues to exist beyond this account, waiting patiently for its next victim. Your perception has been forever altered, and you'll soon realize that the line between observer and participant has grown perilously thin.